What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cigar Store Idiots. I'm Rob. I got with me Andrew.
Hello.
To my immediate right again, Tyler.
How's it going, everybody?
And, of course, the Chief Chiba. Sitting there. He's a man of few words.
Chief is in the house.
Chief is always in the house. Always in the house. How's everybody doing this evening?
Very good.
Good. It's
Very
going good.
Excited about number 2.
Yeah, excited about number 2. And we're not talking about the bathroom number 2.
Okay. Well, we hadn't finished it yet.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Okay. Well, actually, I was wanting to kind of bring up something that I saw earlier today. And if you did not think 2020 could get any worse, it actually can. And when I say that, I was reading who's going to be on the new episode of Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of the boo-hoos of who's. And by that, I mean their careers are pretty much over, and they're doing anything they can to get some bologna and hoop cheese money. We got
some last-minute pocket change.
Absolutely. We got Anne Heche. Everybody knows Anne Heche. Used to be married to Ellen.
Yeah. What is she known for?
I think she's the less manly of the two.
True.
Yeah, no, she's not.
She's not hard to look at. I mean,
I think she was in Psycho, right?
Yeah. Probably 15 years ago, she wasn't hard to look at. I don't know what she looks like now. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we've got Nelly. Nelly, fresh out of rehab, probably, is going to be on the show.
What has he done in forever?
Time, prison. He's
really
been trafficking a lot of heroin, apparently.
No.
So, yeah, for real. Yeah. Then we got our one of the Backstreet Boys, AJ McLean. He's going to be there. Yeah, like I said, when I read that, I was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, but I'm still surprised they're not so loaded that he needs that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's bringing still. They're still bringing tons of money.
Those guys are still making money.
Why would he do that?
He must be bored, or he's got a thing for Nelly. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on.
Or Anne Heche.
Yeah, we got Charles Oakley, one of my favorites. I can't wait to see cut a rug.
That will be the fun one.
I'm used to watching him choke people in the NBA and body slam guys that try to dunk on him, but let's see what he looks like on the dance floor. We got Vernon Davis, ex-football player Vernon Davis. I'm pretty sure he's going to cry every time they put the camera on him, like every time when he scored a touchdown. He's an emotional guy. He's a big emotional guy.
Yeah, but okay. Well,
and then we got
he's probably pretty talented on his feet. So
we've got Neve Schulman. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It's the guy off of Catfish on MTV. If you watch that show, that's who that is.
Okay.
And last but not least, we got good old Carol Baskin.
No shit.
Carol Baskin is going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh no.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll get to see Charles Oakley choke somebody, and it'll be Carol Baskin.
Can you imagine the room where they drew straws to who had to dance with her?
Yeah.
Who to be their partner?
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well,
and then they go up missing at the end of the series.
Yeah. They're in the bottom of a lake somewhere.
I hear sardine oil is the way to go if you're trying to get rid of somebody.
I mean, oh my God. You're a professional dancer and you're stuck with Carol Baskin or your partner for this whole season. Or, I would just dance terrible and get kicked off as early as possible.
I wonder if the guy's going to dress up like Joe Exotic and dance with some crutches.
How can they not?
I just made myself excited about watching Dancing with the Stars. I'm not even gonna lie.
No.
I just made myself
they're
excited.
Gonna have her
about
in
it.
tiger dresses and all, like
tiger
dress,
for sure.
tiger print,
and she's gonna do the Carol Baskin TikTok dance.
Oh man!
Yeah, shout out to
all you cool cats and kids.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Shout out to K Diddy who taught us about TikTok and the Carol Baskin dance. So, it's so bad.
Well, and your show is pretty bad when you have to bring on Carol Baskin.
Yeah, and the best part is I think ID Channel's running actually a 2-episode series on that actual thing where they've accused her of killing her husband, and they're supposedly dragging a lake or a pond or something for some
I saw the commercial for that.
Said your show's pretty bad. If you got to bring on Carol Baskin, here we are. Carol Baskin.
This will be our last episode, everybody. We just want to go ahead and put that out.
The Brutally Honest Podcast.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Speaking of brutally terrible times and things, I think we've all been in a situation where we had a quote-unquote friend take us somewhere or get us involved in a situation to where when you got there, you immediately thought, what the hell am I doing here, and how the hell am I getting out of here? I think it's happened to every single one of us, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. And I'm going to let Andrew take the floor, and he's going to go ahead and tell us about one of his not so shining moments. And Andrew, take it away.
Yeah, well, it was a trip to Baton Rouge, which I took many trips to Baton Rouge and stay in New Orleans, of course, and we drive over for the Auburn LSU game, and we would go every year. Every other year we were in Baton Rouge, and their fans are known to be pretty tough.
They are terrible.
Yeah, well, that's
some rowdy folk.
They're bad.
Okay,
they're bad.
They're dangerous.
Well,
not even rowdy.
They stay up all night and they drink and they go to the never sleep and then get to the game and they're still drunk as hell. I mean, it's rough.
That sounds like me when I was 21.
It's rough. It's rough, and those are the kids. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, so as usual, the place is just nuts. It's crazy. It's a night game. Like we always got stuck playing them there at night. That's why we could never beat them. But on the road. And, of course, I have to make a trip to the restroom. So the guy I'm with, who is from Louisiana, big LSU fan.
He's taking care of you.
No, he's not. He's still in his seat.
No, he's like, I'm taking care of you.
He's still in his seat.
You're in good hands.
Yeah. Well, he was like the rest of the coonasses. He was drunk and in his seat.
Yeah.
So here I go to the bathroom by myself. Well, I still don't think much about it. I mean, there's, I don't know how many ever Auburn fans there. Surely there'll be some in the bathroom. So I go in this bathroom, and obviously
a man never has to be worried about going to the bathroom unless he's got on the wrong jersey at the home team's game.
Yeah, well, I learned my lesson. The only thing I had on, though, I had an SEC shirt on, and it was like a SEC polo shirt. It was white, and all I had on was a blue Auburn visor.
Oh,
I wasn't
terrible idea.
You should have left the hat at the seat, man.
Oh, I know. So hindsight and everything. So. Here I am, and if you've ever been to a college football stadium or a lot of other places, we don't have individual stalls. We have this huge trough that we piss in, right? So you're elbow to elbow with guys, and you got a line behind you, behind each one, in line to pee. Ugh. So I finally get to the front of the line, and I'm sitting there and I'm peeing, and all of a sudden, right over my right shoulder, I'll never forget it, right over my right shoulder, a guy leans in on me. He says, I ought to piss on this son of a bitch.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, no.
He was like, go Tigers.
Yeah.
Geaux Tigers.
And, sometimes when people are kidding and when they're serious.
Yeah.
This dude was serious.
He was serious.
He was serious.
He was not shitting around.
So serious that he didn't pee. He followed me.
Nice.
So when I come out of the line, I go back. Because once you go past the line and you're making your way toward the door, you have to get around the line, people peeing. So you wind up in a corner going back out. So when I got to that corner, I got cornered.
Nice. That's not a good place to be.
And it wasn't just him. It was him and his drunk buddies.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So there I am standing there, and they're, talking shit. And not all three of them. One did, maybe two did. They actually whipped their dicks out on me.
Oh, my God.
Threatening to pee on me.
Oh, my God.
So I look around, and I'm the only spot of blue in this sea of purple and yellow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do you do? I mean, what are you going to do? You're not going to fight your way out of there.
What can you do?
I'm kicking the first dude right in the junk.
Yeah, but after that, you're going to have a bunch of Cajuns right on top of your head. Right?
Have a bunch more junks coming your way.
Right. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what to do. So I'm pretty much telling him, look, dude, you don't want to do this. Let's don't do this. Whatever.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk this out. What can we got to make a deal here.
I'll go buy a jersey right now.
Right. Go Tigers. So I just pretty much begging for my life here because I knew, if I took a swing that it was not going to be good.
Oh yeah, it was going to go down.
Because those guys not about them. They're just those coonasses. They're just looking for a reason.
Yeah, dude, they're mean.
Just looking for a reason.
Yeah.
Haven't been sober in weeks.
Yeah.
That's Tigers. That's Death Valley.
Yeah.
So luckily he didn't.
Quite literally getting the piss beat out of you.
Yes. And I got back to the seat. They obviously didn't pee on me.
Thank God.
Thank God. But I was scared to death. I was not many times have I really been scared, but when somebody starts to pee on you, there's not much you can do about it. You kind of get scared.
Yeah.
And the Schmied is schlanging. It is there.
Yes.
It's happening.
Oh, no. There was one out. I know there's at least one out. Of course, I wasn't looking to see if there were more out. All I had to see is one come out, and I thought, oh,
you knew
shit.
you were in trouble.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's a lot out in that bathroom, but there's a couple pointing it at me.
Oh, man.
That's freaking terrible.
It is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I got back to my seat, and I let the guy know that, who I was with.
Your friend.
Yeah, about how much I loved his fan base.
Yeah.
And I've been to a lot of stadiums, and not as many as I want to go to, but I've been to a lot. And LSU has always been the toughest place for me.
Yeah.
And it may just be because LSU hates Auburn, and they do hate Auburn, and some of it for good reason. I get it, but it's a tough place to go. It's the only place I'll go and not wear anything Auburn.
Yeah, no
Nothing.
doubt. Yeah, no
Nothing.
doubt.
Nothing.
That's a health hazard.
I mean, other places they'll give you some shit and they'll talk trash. Whether it's Georgia or whether it's wherever. But there it's different.
Yeah,
it's just different. They have a hatred for Auburn, and it goes back to Tommy Tuberville lighting a cigar on the sideline.
Right.
And
I remember that. That caused all kinds of shit.
That's. I'm not going to say we didn't start it, but it wasn't me that lit the cigar.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was like, put that thing away. I didn't light a cigar.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my. I wish I wasn't here.
I gotcha.
Was it a Raiders versus Falcons game we went to forever ago?
It was the Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens.
That was a rough game.
That was pretty
some
rough.
rough fans there.
Yeah, I think Tyler was probably 8 years old, and he told a guy. Of course, we're Falcons fans, and he told a Ravens fan. He's like, "Hey, Joe Flacco, you suck." At 8 years old, and the guy turns around and he's not happy about it. He's had a few beers, but then we had a very nice gentleman, a Falcons fan, probably about a 6'3", 285, straight out of Atlanta with his Michael Vick jersey on, and he made sure Joe Flacco made it his seat, and he high fived Tyler when he came back up the steps. It was great. So yeah, just a little thing to take away from there. Always keep your head on a swivel at the football games because you don't ever know what's going on around you.
No doubt.
Tyler, what you got for us, man?
Well, so we get the great idea one night, me and a couple buddies. We get the great idea to go. We're gonna go shoot some fireworks, right? It's not even the 4th of July. Not even close to the 4th of July. Maybe like
February.
Maybe like a week out, right? So we're gonna go shoot fireworks. It's a grand time. I'm already told no by the pops that I cannot go to Alabama to buy fireworks. But what do? We go anyways, and that always makes for a great time, right?
Yeah.
So we're heading out. We're halfway up to Alabama, and I get a phone call, asking where I'm at. And I'm just saying, we're running to grab a bite to eat.
Who called you?
I want to say it was you. Did you call me?
Oh yeah, it was me. Yeah, it was me.
You call me,
Pops.
tell me I better be home by midnight. So I was like, all right, we got plenty of time. So we head up to the Fort Crow fireworks. They have a pretty wide selection of fireworks there at this particular store. It's pretty impressive, the most I've ever seen. And so we're grabbing carts, right? And we're piling up the fireworks. We're just grabbing them all. No sparklers or anything. I mean,
those are the good ones.
No, we're like, you can potentially blow up a home with these fireworks we're purchasing.
If you want a good third degree to burn, get some sparklers.
I mean, it was a little over like $100 in fireworks we spent that night. But
because what else do you got to spend your money on?
Exactly. Yeah.
In Alabama,
right?
Nothing important to buy.
Right. You don't have bills yet.
No, not a lot. Anyways, so we're picking up our fireworks. Of course, we run into some ladies at the fireworks store, right? Two
classy
girls.
broads.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, some Alabama hotties.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's not too bad. She
had all her teeth.
She did have all her
That's
teeth. Some makeup. She's new to the game, new to the makeup games. Got some makeup on. But her friend's built like a linebacker, man. I mean, you better get out of the way if she's coming, dude.
Yeah.
She's dropping bodies, right?
Right.
So they follow us out to the parking lot. We purchase our fireworks, whatnot. We get out, and they're wanting to hang out with us, right? They want to come shoot fireworks with us. Keep in mind, it's well past 12 o'clock. We have nowhere to go shoot fireworks. Buddy of mine...
You're not going to tell them no.
No, of course we're not going to tell them no. I mean, we're not going to tell them no, right? We're not going to tell them no. Make for a good night. See
and
what
that's
happens.
all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think I want to know anymore.
We're road racing back to Georgia. girls hanging out the window, man, lighting fireworks, shooting them at cars.
Jesus.
I'm not making this up at all. She's hanging out the sunroof, shooting fireworks. I'm like you said, how'd I get here? How am I going to get home? I'm not driving. I'm carpooling. There's a car full of 4 of us and just stuck. So
they're in the car with you.
I'm not driving though.
Yeah, but the girls are in the car with you at this point.
No, they're in their own car.
Okay.
They're following us. The scariest part, they follow us to a dirt road out in the middle of the woods. These girls do. Like, great idea, right? Let's follow these random guys.
They obviously do not have the ID channel in that area.
No.
This is how it begins.
In those rural parts
exactly
of
how it
Alabama, they do
begins.
not have cable or the ID channel.
They get the big ass satellites.
That's right.
Those were great.
Anyways, we get out here to this dirt road, man, and it's a burned down house out here where this property's at.
Wait a minute. Was the house burned down before you got there?
Yeah, definitely burnt down before we got there.
Okay. Jesus.
I think the Georgia firework law is past 9 o'clock if it's not on a holiday. Here we are at 1 a.m. lighting off our first batch of fireworks. And man, they're echoing through the hills. I mean, like, it's shaking people's windows on their houses. There's a few houses not too far down the road.
Yeah.
You did spend $100 on fireworks.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. But, about an hour and a half of shooting fireworks later, I'm thinking, like, man, we really got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Somebody's going to come. Somebody's going to pull up. The boys in blue going to show up. About the time... we light off our last big grand finale firework.
Extravaganza.
Yeah.
The extravaganza.
Man, must say it was worth it.
The money
It's
shot.
like a $50 like a $50 firework, right? The boys in blue come pulling up.
Are you kidding me?
Is it lit yet?
Oh yeah, it's going. It's been going. I mean, it's
Wait,
going.
wait, so the police are there.
The boys in blue come blazing in 1:30 a.m. I remember exactly.
Because you said this is the point in my life where my dad cuts me off.
Oh, yeah. I thought for sure I'm done. I'm like, dude, I'm so grounded. I was like, I ain't never going to go out again. I'm never going to see the light of day.
It's pretty bright.
You're right.
Yeah.
And just because we're here on the podcast, I'm risking it all here for the content.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And
everything stays in this room, so go ahead.
What happens
Until
in
we
the
put
room
it on the
stays in
internet.
the room. That's right.
Until it's on the internet.
But just so you know, I very may still be in trouble here after this podcast. Risking it all for the content. Anyways, the boys in blue come blazing in. The cop's a pretty cool guy, and everything's going smooth until one of my buddies gets a good idea. Let's argue with him.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Let's put this man in his place.
Jesus.
Yeah.
there's always that one guy.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
So he's like, as far as I know, this is an abandoned property. And ever since I was 8 years old, this house has been burnt down and nobody's lived here. He's like, they're obviously not taking care of their yard. And man, the cop could just easily just cuff us all, trespassing, shooting fireworks past midnight, whatever.
Absolutely.
But
Because he's ready to slap you on the hand and send you on your way.
oh yeah, we were already good to go. And then he's like, oh, what? He opens his mouth, griping at him. Anyways, moral of the story: don't shoot fireworks past 9 o'clock when it's not on a holiday. Always shoot fireworks on your property. And don't argue with the police.
Don't argue with the police.
Don't argue with the police.
We're leaving something out here.
Yeah, there's something else here.
The girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
The girls.
So yeah, let's get back.
Yeah.
So the girls were not of age. They were 16. They just got their license. Probably the first day they had their license. So they went and hid in the trees when the cops pull up, because if the cops found them, their license would have been revoked.
Yeah, you're right.
So they played it smart.
Yeah.
They probably had done this before.
I mean, these Alabama girls are cagey.
They seem to be experienced. They hop into
Elusive.
They know when the cops come around
That's right.
to get out of town. That's
yeah.
basically what happened.
That's how it goes.
Oh my God.
But that's the fireworks story, and I have not told my father that until today.
Yeah,
Here
good.
we are.
I really appreciate the fact that you you would risk it all for the podcast.
I hope that means something to you.
And I'm even more happy that you didn't go to jail. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
Me too.
And start checking license with these girls that you go out with.
I was mortified.
Just check birth dates
for about 3 days.
I don't think you really had a choice though. They were behind him in a car,
chasing y'all,
shooting fireworks out of a car.
Could have had
they're really lucky if they even made it to the spot.
Yeah, no doubt. Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm glad everything worked out.
We're good.
I can hear my hair turning gray as we sit here. It's just
that story gave me anxiety. Just retelling it.
It maybe my bald spot's a little bigger now. I don't know. So. All right. So I'm gonna get into.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
It's a little sweaty.
So I'm gonna get into to my story. I had at one point taken a job where I was traveling, working for a merchandising company.
Oh, this is a great story.
And unfortunately, we were in the Midwest. There's not a lot to do in the Midwest. The group of guys that I was with, they had been working on the road for quite some time, so they were pretty seasoned with it. And their thing was when they got into town, they would get with the locals and find out where I guess everybody's favorite bar, tavern, watering hole, whatever you want to call it, was. And that's where we all spent the majority of our time the whole time we were out on these jobs. So I will never forget, it was the first extended detail we had was in Radcliffe, Kentucky. If you've never been to Radcliffe, Kentucky, you probably don't ever want to go there. I'm sorry if anybody from Radcliffe, Kentucky is offended.
Is it Radcliffe?
Radcliffe.
Or Radcliffe?
No, it's Radcliffe. Like cliff, like falling off a cliff.
Get it together, Elmer.
Yeah, I got it.
Come on.
I got a speeding ticket in Kentucky once.
Did you really?
The cop actually said to us, and I'm not kidding, "You're not in Tennessee no more, boys."
He was like, "That's great because I'm from Georgia."
That's really what he told us.
That's crazy.
Did you take your Auburn hat off?
No. We were going to a football game. We were actually going to the Indianapolis 500.
Look, it's a little different when the guy with a handgun points his penis at you.
Right.
That's usually a way worse story. It's a whole different ball
That's
game.
exactly what he said. Then he proceeded to write us a ticket.
Jesus.
Jeez.
So we get back. These guys, they found out that everybody goes to this place called the Otter Creek Tavern. Okay, the Otter Creek Tavern.
Classy name.
Of course, I called it the OGOC. That's what I had nicknamed it. So we get there. The people that are there, it's so diverse. There's so many different types of people there. Like you go there to get wasted, drunk, and play pool, but you also go there to eat a fancy dinner with your family.
Really?
But it's not. Doesn't look like a place you would eat a fancy dinner with your family. So the guy that ran the place, he's really cool.
Can we get a quick visual on this building?
I was about to say,
what are we looking at?
If you pulled up, if you drove, man, it was. Now Radcliffe does have some. They have chain type restaurants and things like that, but this place is way off the beaten path. So there's some illegal shit going on there. It's way off the beaten path. So whatever's going on there, I mean, there could be illegal shit going on there. I can't say for a fact it was or was not. I'm just saying it's just fucking rough over there.
You're a liar.
No. So we go in, like when you walk in to the immediate left, there is the dartboards and the pool tables, and there's that old paneling. The old paneling. Okay. If you go to the right, there's like a old, man, I want to say it's like late 70s, early 80s type old Pizza Inn, Pasquale's looking, and it may have been a one of those, previously, but and they got karaoke on this side. So the classy people go over here and eat their Salisbury steak and sing karaoke.
The hungry man.
And the other folks over here, you're getting shit house, drinking Jaeger bombs, eating wings, and
it's like walking into the Chick-fil-A. You eat on the fast food side or the rich man side.
It is the anti Chick-fil-A. It is totally not Chick-fil-A. So the guys that we go with, our whole crew is there. Our crew is there. We're probably about 10 of us, and so it's getting late and it's time to go. Of course, I'm still green. I'm the rookie out there, and the two lead guys that were my boss. They're like, we're going to stay, and these guys have been drinking a ton. So I was trying to be responsible, and I wanted to help them and drive them back to the hotel. So I'm gonna stay, and I tell these other guys that we're working with, I say, hey, I'm gonna stay and take care of these guys, make sure we get back to the hotel. And they're like, don't stay. And I'm like, what do you mean don't stay? These guys can't even drive. I'm gonna take care of them. They're like, don't do it. It's a trick. You're never gonna come back. Like, I'm like, not come back forever? And they're like, no, you're not coming back tonight. You're going to have to go to work tomorrow after being up all night. And I was like, nah, man, they're drunk. I'm going to take them back to the room. I just don't want them to drive. Man, I should listen. So
and here's where the story begins.
These two dudes are trying to hit on pretty much every girl with a pulse in the bar.
Right.
And so anything that was marginal, that was marginal good looking, had left, or they had a boyfriend or whatever. So next thing I know, I look over, and if Troy Polamalu had an ugly sister, if Dwayne The Rock Johnson had an ugly sister he didn't know about, she lives in Radcliffe, Kentucky.
Oh my!
And she frequents the Otter Creek Tavern. So these two guys are over there sweet talking this girl, and they're like, "Come over here. We want you to meet so and so." Oh, and a side note, she had on a Minnesota Vikings jersey. Even better.
In Kentucky.
In Kentucky. So we're over there, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna leave. We gotta. This place is closing down. We gotta go. We're gonna go buy some beer." And I'm like, "It's 1:30 in the morning. You can't buy beer. It's time to go to bed."
And they're already like,
they're so drunk. So I was like, okay, he's like, just drive us to the store to get some beer, and then you can drive us back to the hotel. So I'm in for that. I'm ready to go. It's late. I got to work tomorrow.
Right.
So we get in the truck.
Yeah, at least you thought they're just getting started.
Oh, dude, they just got started. So we get in the truck and we leave. We go to the gas station, and they're just sitting there. I'm like, okay, dude, go get the beer. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So out of nowhere, this freaking car comes pulling up. I don't know if she had like a Chrysler LeBaron or something, and it was a maroon colored tinted windows, fuzzy dice, the whole works. She's like, "Hey, why don't y'all come back to my house and drink some beers?" And they're like, "Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to Troy Polamalu's house. We're going to Maui's house off of Moana to drink some more beers." And I'm like, "No, dude, we're not." And we had our friend Ed with us. Ed's a black gentleman, and in Radcliffe, Kentucky, easy for me to say, there's not a lot of black people there.
Right.
So
imagine that.
So Ed's passed out drunk in the back of the truck. He's passed out drunk. So they're like, "No, give me my keys. We're going to drive. We're following her to her house." So we leave, dude. I have no idea where we're at. The next thing I know, we're driving down a dirt road, like gravel's like.
So it's like 2:00.
Yeah, 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm literally. This is how people get killed.
Dirt roads are bad news.
Dirt roads are bad news. Yeah. So we pull up, and we pull up in this yard, and it's like a mobile home, and it's not like it's like a mobile home off the Hills Have Eyes. Like it's like
not even a double wide,
dude. It's a single wide, dilapidated. The porch is rotted off of it. On the front, there's bags of garbage piled up where nobody's taking the trash off.
Dogs chained up in the front yard,
and my two
couple of cars,
and my two guys,
on the tire.
Yeah, my two dudes are like so excited. They're like, "Yeah, we're going in here," and they was like, "The best part is she used to be a stripper," and I'm like. What? Why does
that matter?
I'm like, what? Yeah, I was like, she looks like a man. Why do you care? And they're like, come on, let's go in. And I'm like, there's no way I'm leaving Ed in this truck. I was like, he's the only black person within a 100-mile radius. Somebody's going to steal him. They're going to steal Ed. They're going to kill him.
Steal him.
So I'm literally staying out there with Ed. I'm like scared. I'm worried about him because he's really drunk and I'm scared. I don't want to go. I'm just going to be honest. I'm scared. I didn't want to go in there because I wasn't too sure that she didn't have a penis at this point. She looked like a man. So anyways, one of my
built like a linebacker.
One of my she was built like a refrigerator. So my guy comes back out and he's like, "Man, come on in here." He's like, she's like, you making her feel bad, that you didn't come in the house. And I was like, dude, I'm trying to take care of Ed. I don't want to come in there.
What do I owe this girl?
So yeah, exactly. I was like, y'all need to come on. We got to go. I was like, we got to work tomorrow. And so I break down and he's like, just come in and be nice and we'll leave. We'll just leave. So I'm like, all right. So I walk in. If you thought it was weird before we got to this point, hold on. So I basically am breaking my neck trying to climb in this single wide trailer on these rotten wet steps. I'm like, look like James Brown on the porch about to fall down. I'm pretty sure I got splinters all in my hands trying to hold it. Anyways, so I go in. There's a lady in here. Okay. This lady's probably in her 80s. And she's wearing a red muumuu and house slippers.
Oh, no.
And she's got on makeup. She looks like John Wayne Gacy, like clown makeup.
Oh, no.
And she's trying to like touch me, and she's like trying to hug me. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? And I'm like looking at them. I'm like, we got to get out of here. There's a baby. There is a baby crawling around on the floor in a diaper. It is a baby. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's a baby here.
You brought a baby to a bar.
And so my quote unquote friend says, look over there right behind the couch. I shit you not. It is a gigantic boa constrictor and its head is sticking out from under the couch. I said, what what is that for real? And he's like, hell yeah, it's for real. It's a boa constrictor. And I mean, it's big enough to eat this baby. Like, it's big enough to eat this baby. So I'm like,
oh my God.
And it's 3:00 in the morning by then. And I've already texted two of the other guys that we work with. I'm like, dude, please come and find me. Come and save me and Ed. We're not going to make it. Somebody's going to kill us. So I'm in this trailer. Grandma's trying to touch all over me in her red muumuu dress, whatever she's got on. And then about that time, Troy Polamalu walks out of the back with some lingerie on.
Shit.
No way. She starts playing music and starts dancing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back out here. And if somebody kills me and Ed, that we're in a better place than we at right now. So we're going back outside.
You just accepted it at that point.
So I go back outside. I'm freaking out because my phone is literally almost dead, and I'm texting Adrian and Julio, my buddies. So I'm texting them. I'm like, please, God, come and find me. Please come and find us. So I don't know how in the shit they found us. They used a GPS locator or whatever. I don't know what it was, but they did. They came. They picked me up probably about 3:30 almost, and we got back. It was an hour away from where we were staying. So I get back 4:30. Okay, 4:30 I get back. I'm thinking these two guys, they're dead. They ain't going to show up for work. We have to be at work at 7:00 the next morning. We're there. They come pulling up out of nowhere, like changing their shirts as they're walking in the store, putting on their work shirt, taking off their cowboy shirts and putting on their work shirt. Walk in. We have to work a half a day, work till 12:00, and then we have a 12-hour drive back to Georgia.
Oh.
I thought I was going to die, but
so did they fill you in on?
They told me things that I'm not even comfortable talking about. Even on my deathbed, to clear my conscience before I go on to the great beyond, I'm probably going to take that with me. So, but yeah, that was definitely a time in my life where I was like, what?
One question.
Yeah.
Was the grandma involved?
Oh, I don't know. God, I didn't even ask.
What about the snake?
Yeah, what about the snake?
I was just afraid the snake was going to eat the baby. I mean, that was my serious concern, was that snake was big enough to eat that baby.
So at 2:30 in the morning,
yeah,
this is just people's lives.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They have a baby running around on the floor,
crawling baby, not even a walking baby,
right? In diapers.
Yep.
A snake crawling around.
Yeah, under the couch. Snake just like, man, if that baby gets a little closer, if that baby gets just a little bit closer,
I sure am hungry.
That baby's going to taste so good.
Nana is sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
With clown makeup on, basically.
Well, yeah.
In a muumuu.
Yep.
And they're trying to lure guys back there.
Yeah.
So she could do her striptease.
Yeah, so she could, I guess, shake her money maker. I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
It was I'm telling you.
I find it funny they knew exactly where you were and how to come get you.
We've been there.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Look, I'm going to tell you.
You don't want to stay.
I'll tell you now that, like, I still talk to those two guys, Julio and Adrian. And I always said, man, y'all probably literally saved mine and Ed's life. We probably were about to be missing people in Kentucky. There was a lot of those in that area. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much how that scarred me for the rest of my life. And somebody wants to say, trust me, we're going to have a good time. And there's a dirt road and a chick that looks like Maui off of Moana involved.
And you're in Kentucky.
I'm going in the other direction.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It was.
Well, man, rough.
I would have been out as soon as I saw the snake.
I mean, that was it for me. I saw the snake and I saw the baby, and I was like, I'm literally about to watch a baby get eaten by a snake, and I can't be here. Snake. So I got out of there. Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming in again and listening to our second episode. We're getting some traction on Spotify, getting some traction on YouTube. We'd like for you to
out there on Spotify now. Huh?
Yeah. So if you can, if you get a chance to take a listen to us on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, so that way you can keep updated with what's going on next. Also, we have a website. It's www.cigarstoreidiot.com. You can go on and leave us some feedback. We like feedback, man. Good or bad, it just helps us get better. And we appreciate you, all our listeners being involved in what we do. And also, before I get out of here, this episode was brought to you again by Three Rivers Roofing. Three Rivers Roofing, whether you have commercial or residential, we got you covered. And, Three Rivers Roofing, the proof is in the roof. So go to that website, the3riversroofingga.com, and go in and set up your free roof assessment and that way you will be eligible for your $250 rebate on a new roof. So thank you guys again. Andrew.
Thank you very much.
Tyler.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody's time tonight.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys or you guys hearing us again soon. All right, take care.
Thank you.